So on the newly acquired 140, it has the option for the jeweler's lock. And the problem is I've got the car back from customs. The car will not open the boot. The handle is stuck open. It does not retract or come out again. And using the key mechanically counterclockwise does not do anything to it. Using the central locking mechanism inside the car with the doors shut. Using the locking mechanism does not do anything. So I'm a bit anxious about what is going on here because it does have the option code for the jeweler's lock, which is typically based over the left side of the vehicle. And what you can see, for example, is it's partially open on the right, less so on the left. And when I lock the car, you can hear the locking mechanism doing something. So I think that the central unit's working, which is why it's angled, but the jeweler's lock is still you can hear it doing something in there. So it is very frustratingly not doing anything there. So my first check is to get access to the pump for the rear boot lock and door handle, and to access the pump for this, it's under the rear right seat, which with the electric individual rear seats, you access this by taking out the two 8mm fascia component or bolts you can see superficially, and then there's two 10mm deeper in. So after the 8mm ones are out, the fascia bit will sort of rotate around a little bit, and then you can actually rotate it all the way down because there's two round plastic pieces on that fascia component which allow it to hinge. Now you don't have to take it out, but otherwise just pull it forward. Be careful of those little tabs. You can see one on the left side there. Sorry, one-handed filming. It's just a circular tab as part of it that clips into the seat, and there's the one on the transmission tunnel side just there. So you can pull it forward and take that all off. And that'll give access to the two 10mm, which you're going to need to take the base out. 2/8 out of that bottom piece allows that whole piece actually to come out, which then should improve the angle. So if we're looking for the two screws to attach the individual rear seat, there's one up here. That is for the little fascia bit. That's got to come off first to get access. And then the second one over towards the transmission tunnel, as you can see just up there. The angle is achievable to get that out. So we're going to spin. You got it on? Good job. Got it?
Yeah.
Excellent. You might need to get the wrench on it to break the seal. Put it on there, please. So let's see. Oh, there we go. So we can gently lift that up. Is there a cable attached? No, you got it?
Yep.
Wonderful job.
Can I just put it on the back?
Yep, so my manual labour has helped out. There we go. So you can see that was for the plastic clips and that was for the seat base. So the angles, you can understand how they're a little bit angulated, why you have to get that lower piece off. So you can see here is our pump now. Line SVG, or SFG, sorry. I'm just attaching a little hand vacuum line, and putting the negative pressure has actually caused the handle to retract in, but it's done nothing for the boot. So I'm going to try the reverse now. So I've got the MITI-vac with negative pressure about to be applied. So applying vacuum pressure sees the handle retract, and in contrast putting the bike pump and some positive pressure on very gently and lightly sees it pop out. I think that's going to help us get the boot open. but I'm inclined to. And here underneath this foam block are all our lines. Now, the black one there, you can see, which you might be able to make out, I think reads SFG. SFG is for the boot handle. So that one there, gently lift those little clips out. You can see those clips. You've got to gently lift out one arm with a flathead or a couple of the arms just to get them out without snapping them. And that's going to give you the control of the boot handle. Vacuum away. Handle comes out. I ran the car for a bit. I don't think that had anything to do with it. I attached the bike pump for positive pressure. I've applied a bit more than I did previously. The handle didn't come out. I heard something bang, and I can only assume I've either blown the vacuum bellow in there. And I think the first thing I need to do is take this jeweler's lock off, because this option here, there is our main lock, there is our jeweler's lock. You can see here is our master and here is our jeweler. But what I should probably do is take this off so it cannot latch, as that is the latch for the jeweler's lock, I believe. So I might take that off so it cannot get stuck. These are just 10s, 2 10s. So I'm going to take these off, and I'm hoping that means that the jeweler's lock is not operational. There we go. So here is our part number for this, which I don't think we should ever put back on again. Just saying. And it looks like they just cut the carpet to put that in, interestingly. So we're going to leave the master on there. I've taken this off. That's the jeweler's lock tab, because I don't want that getting stuck in there again. But I would have thought, even without the handle in or the vacuum line attached, this should latch. And it doesn't. There's nothing, a little bit of a wobble. So taking that trim piece off. Now, I'm just going to show this. So it looks like the jeweler's lock, the 2 10s or whatever they are, and the vacuum, which is run off. That the pin for the jeweler's lock was not actually in the locked position. It was open, and I've just put it into the locked position, and interestingly it doesn't respond to the key. Vacuum. Yep, the vacuum line would open it, but if I pull the vacuum arm, that opens it. And if I push that one down, it goes to lock. So I think I've got it now, and it was just an adjustment of the latch. So the 2 screws at the top here, the 10s, you can alter the height of the latch. I have no idea why that wasn't correctly adjusted, maybe all the buggering around with the boot. So if I shut this now, I think it's correct. And I think the height is reasonable, although I might be up for criticism. Now, although I've managed to get the boot opening and latching, I still got that broken segment in the trunk or boot lid, which I could hear after I applied the bike lid. So I've taken the boot liner off. It's held in by a number of plastic clips, and there's a lot of them on there actually. It's nicely retained. There's basically 10 around the edge. You've got 4 in the center, and then there's 2 on the side as here. So it's time to find what I've broken in the boot, which I suspect is the handle vacuum. So I've removed the handle mechanism, and you can see the vacuum pod is completely exploded due to my fault, but this is better than the alternative way of getting the jeweler's lock off, and that's sawing it with the boot barely pried open. Here is the part number for that vacuum pod, which I think you can remove off the handle, and here's the other side of it with the vacuum line attached, and so I now need to source another unit. Is that the vacuum bellow attached to the handle? So this unit is secured by that one screw in the boot, just up here, and then by actually I think a couple of the screws of those courtesy lights or the number plate lights, they go in here. And then basically it's a little bit of tape. You'll once you've taken those three off, it doesn't come out. You just give it a little bit of a tug, and I think it's just the 30-year history is keeping it on. So I've got to source a new one of these now.